Just hope our opponent doesn't have too much of a payoff here. Is there a way that we die? Yeah, there, there is a way that we die? Fucking hell. That is like, what, turn 4? Wow. Yeah. Fair play to our opponent. Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are continuing my series on playing all the different decks in Historic, so I can show you guys how the decks work and more importantly save you your wild cards so you can make a better informed decision on what deck you want to craft. So today, as you can clearly see, we are playing humans, but if you do want to see any other sort of decks in the metagame, feel free to leave any comments in the comment section, and I will try any decks if you guys want to see them, particularly in Historic, but I do pretty much any format, so Modern is probably my main wheelhouse, but at the moment I'm enjoying Arena. But if you want to see a load of different decks on Historic, please feel free to subscribe. I'm trying to do a video on pretty much all of the top decks. So as you can see today we are on Humans. So Humans is pretty much doing what Humans is always trying to do, regardless of what format. You're just trying to curve out, try and slow your opponent down a little bit and pump your guys up. The main cards to look out for in this list is Thalia's Lieutenant, giving all your dudes +1/+1. Thalia is only a 2-of at the moment I'm playing. The main reason for that is the best deck in the format, at least in my opinion, is the Goblins and Elves. Both of those decks don't really care about Thalia. In fact, both of them literally don't care about Thalia. So yeah, I'm only playing 2 because in that matchup it seems really weak compared to the other 2 drops. Oh, let's put that here. But yeah, that is pretty much the list. The only other thing I'd mention is we are playing a bunch of 3 drops. The reason we're playing so many 3 drops is because we're playing Coco. And if you're going to cast a Coco for 4 mana, you want to get 6 mana worth of cards out of it. So yeah, we're loading up on the 3 drops. There is a bunch of options that you have with your 4 drops. Your 3 drops. You've got Banalish Marshal, which I think is pretty much an instant 4 of most of the time. And we're also playing the Legendary that makes a bunch of dudes, kind of like Bromance used to. But there's just so much interaction you can have. So you've got Skyclave Apparition, which isn't a human, but is just really, really good. Extraction Specialist is fine. I think this is probably the weakest one out of all of them. But we've got the Peacekeeper, and we've got Brutal Cathar and Elite Spellbinder. So if you want to get cards out of your opponent's hand, you can do that in Humans. If you want to get rid of their stuff on the board, you can do that as Humans. And if you just want to attack really, really quickly and aggressively, you can do that as Humans. So the deck is absolutely sweet. So less talking about the deck, and let's just get into some games. On the play with a nice curve, yeah, we'll definitely keep this. Let's lead off with the Plains into Bodyguard. Sadly no target, but got to get that creature on the board early. And we've got a really nice curve, especially with the turn 3 attacking for like, what, 6? Opponent leads off with a, which one is that, Jund? Yeah, a Jund Triland. We'll play the Plains into Thalia here, which crack him for 2. Hopefully our opponent is going to get a bit screwed on their curve from the Thalia. Generally doesn't really affect us other than Collected Company and our like 4 removal spells. Our opponent's then going to kill our Thalia, which is fine. Paying 2 mana for it is at least mana equal on that. We'll go ahead, play the Temple Garden, pay the 2. We'll play a Banalish Marshal and get in for 3. And then next turn we get to play another Lord plus protection on the one that we're going to be attacking with. Okay, so our opponent plays another tapped land, so they are firmly enjunned by the look of it. Heartless Axe killing our Lord. That's annoying, but is what it is. Oh, Sentinel's quite nice. Well, we don't need any more green, so we can just play that in white. And I think we just want to play the Lord and protect it. Then we can crack in for 3. Yeah, we've got a huge board state now, considering our opponent's got nothing. even if they play like a 4-drop or something, we're still looking okay. Opponent plays a tapped Stomping Grounds and a Lily, sure. So they're going to make us sack a creature here, which will be this Bodyguard, because it doesn't have the effect on the Banalish. Yeah, so we'll sack that. So now we can kill Lily, and in fact, we're not even going to bother killing Lily here. I think we're just going to play the Sentinel and hit our opponent for 6. And then I'm just going to keep this in hand and try to incentivize them making us discard it. They'd probably tick it up anyway, but we have nothing to benefit from playing anyway. Like literally there's nothing that we could draw that would benefit from this. I guess we could have played it because it doesn't make us lose anything. Opponent just discards a land. And what have they got here? So if they've got a 4-drop or something, yeah, sweet. So we actually get to draw a card from this, which is nice. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Okay, sweet. So they're going to have to minus here, probably on the Banalish Marshal, which obviously then will protect with the Bodyguard. Unless they really want to kill the Sentinel, but that seems like really stupid. Yeah, okay. So it deals 4 damage, so we'll sack it to make it indestructible. Kind of tempted to target our own creature here. Nah, I'm sure it's fine. Okay, another Sentinel's quite nice. So we'll play that, and do we put our opponent to 1 or just kill both their planeswalkers? I think we just want to put them to 1. Well, no, I guess we might as well kill the Lily, because otherwise we're going to lose a creature anyway. Do we want them to get an extra card? I don't think we really care. Adding 2 mana? What on earth have they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana? Why would you need 8 mana? Kalatas is fine. And Lily. They're just giving us cards? That was a pretty strange way of doing that. Well, I think if we just kill this now, they will probably just concede. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, the planeswalkers just were not enough to get rid of all our creatures. Sweet. On the play again. Wow, I swear every time I record, I just get to be on the play like all the time. It's that YouTuber luck. If you control 2 or more other lands at intertap, so yeah, we can play it now, untapped. And I think we'd rather play the Sentinel first. Obviously the Bodyguard has got more power, but I'd rather just try and get some cards, and oh, that works out nicely anyway. Oh, if we're against blue-red, blue-red like what's the deck called? I don't know, like Dragon's Rage Channeler and Expressive Iteration and all that stuff. This is going to be like a really tough matchup for them to win. I don't seriously think it's a bad matchup for them, but double Esper Sentinel. Yeah, they are really going to struggle to keep keep us not drawing like ridiculous amounts of cards. And Soul Scar, that's fine. So we just go Plains. Whenever you attack for each opponent, create a 1/1. Yeah, I guess we could play that. Maybe we just want to get rid of the Soul Scar Mage. Yeah, we do, because that gets around killing our dudes through the Bodyguard, because it puts them as -1/-1 counters. So I think we want to do it this way. We can swing in, not have to worry about trading off anything, and Yeah, I think that was fine. What's the other option? Peacekeeper, potentially hit something in their hand, but like, oh, obviously we will hit something, but they can just play other spells instead. Their whole deck is 1, 2, and pretty much 1 and 2 mana. Play with fire, so they're just gonna pay 3 mana for this. Okay, that's fine, and then they're gonna what? Try and attack us for 3 here? They have got to kill us, not just answer our creatures, so probably a wise decision for them. What do we want to do here? We could play another Sentinel, but then that is our whole turn. That feels pretty bad. No, I think we want to play this turn, and then swing in just with the Bodyguard. Or do we want to keep that alive? No, if they... oh, I completely forgot about the 1/1. I mean, they're just going to block that, I assume. Yeah. The problem is with the Soulscar Mage is that it gets around our Bodyguard with their burn spells, because it puts -1/-1 counters with all their burn, and then it doesn't matter if it's indestructible. If it's got a -1 counter on it, it's going to kill the Sentinel. So I would have happily traded those in that instance. Not sure how easy it is for them to answer the 4/4. They can make it smaller, but they probably won't kill it. They've got Unholy Heat, maybe? They're going to give us some more cards, which is very nice of them. 1, 2 lands is not ideal, but that's okay. Oh, they're pumping up the Soulscar Mage as well. They're just going to swing in for 6 here. Yeah, because I don't think they attack with everything. I think they probably want to keep the Soulscar Mage back because it effectively shuts off both of our Sentinels attacking. They must have something else to do, otherwise they should have paid 1 for at least one of the Sentinels, right? So they must have some sort of interaction, or they just played very poorly. I think I kind of want to make that trade. I guess we can wait a turn. We're currently winning the race by quite a big margin. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 we can attack them for. Okay, well they play a good blocker, which is annoying. Oh, we've got Coco now, so let's just go green. If we hit double Lord, is that lethal? They block this, take 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Yeah. Double Lord is lethal. It's so unlikely, but we're going to give it a go. That does it too, I think. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, that easily does it. Sweet. I did not even expect that to win. I just was hoping to get some value, but... Okay, alright. Blue-red has been taken down as well. It was bound to happen eventually. We're on the draw. And yeah, this hand is great. We'll go ahead and keep. What are these sleeves our opponents got? Oh, it's those ones. Those look pretty sweet. Opponent leads off with a Moonsnare prototype. If you guys are not familiar with that card, it's basically a Springleaf Drum. Except it doesn't have to be a creature. Oh, I didn't realize that. So it's oh yeah, of course it does. So it's tap a untapped artifact or creature you control, add 1 colorless to your mana pool. So you can use that in conjunction with stuff that doesn't cost any mana, like 0 mana artifacts, and it can let you get a bunch of artifacts and play really quick and get a bunch of mana. So what does this do? Sacrifice a Thopter, create a 4/4. Sacrifice a Servo, make a 1/1. Create a 1/1. Okay, sure. So basically, if they can get Thopters, they can make this into like a bunch of 4/4s. But for now, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think Thalia should just be absolutely amazing in this matchup. So we're going to go ahead and play Thalia. Yeah, we're like proper D&T right now. So you've got the Sentinel. If they don't want us to draw cards, they have to pay mana. And then they also have to pay extra mana just because of Thalia. Sweet. So we get a card for that. So they've got a Germ token. We'll go ahead, play a land. And I think we just get rid of this, right? Yeah, because then it just keeps them without a creature. Then they need to play a creature and re-equip. I guess they can then start making servos and equipping it to the servos, which is going to get annoying. How big are the servos going to be? 5/5s? Shit. Yeah, Faithful Absence is not gonna cut it there. I guess that would be their whole turn, but they'd also get a clue, so it'd be a 6/6. Okay, let's just play a Lord, and I think we're going to have to pass, unfortunately. So now our opponent has to pay 2 if they don't want us to draw a card for the Sentinel. Might have been better to play the Luminarch and a Bodyguard there, actually. Because then we'd get the counter from the Luminarch straight away, but we'd have the Bodyguard. I don't know. I think that's pretty close both ways. Both ways seem pretty good. Actually, yeah, because then next turn our Thalia would have been a 5/5 because we'd put the counter on this turn. Then next turn we'd play the Lord and then activate trigger the Aspirant at the combat, and that'd be +3 for Thalia. So that might have been better. Depends on what they've got. Oh Jesus Christ, another one. They're just getting in for 5. Damn. Okay. They are not waiting around. So we'll go ahead and play this on green. Obviously we can't actually do it because of Thalia. But what we can do is play... Oh, not like that. Use those to play the Aspirant. Play a Bodyguard on the War Marshal. And then play another one on... I guess Thalia. Why is our opponent just conceding? Okay, alright. Or our opponent, I guess, couldn't beat our go wide strategy. Maybe they just had nothing in hand. To be fair, we did have like a huge board, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. So yeah, fair enough. On to the next one, I guess. Yeah, this hand is a little bit more awkward with a slow land in our hand. But I think it's still fine. We're on the draw, so we could just find another land. But if not, we can at least go 1-drop into another 1-drop. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're against elves. Yeah, we'll play the Bodyguard first. We're just going to have to start swinging like mad. And hope that we curve into this Spellbinder on whatever their payoff is. Oh dear. They're going to have so many blockers. Wow. Things are not looking good. Elves is just a little bit faster than us, but also makes so many blockers, it's really hard for us to get through. Maybe if we're on the play, or at least if we curve out nicely, but yeah, now they've got the Druid. Next turn they're going to have access to... They're going to, play another dude, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... They're probably going to have like 6 or 7 mana after they've played some guys. So this is going to be very, very tough. We're going to need removal for this Druid here, really. That's not it. But we'll play that and pump up our dudes. And I think they're probably quite reluctant to even block here. Because they kind of want this 2/2 to give them extra mana. Okay, maybe things aren't as bad as I thought. Next turn, we can maybe hit a land drop and play Banalish War Marshal. No, Banalish Marshal, not War Marshal. Just hope our opponent doesn't have too much of a payoff here. Is there a way that we die? Yeah, there, there is a way that we die? Fucking hell. That is like, what, turn 4? Wow. Yeah. Fair play to our opponent. Damn, turn 4 Crit Hoof. That was pretty nice. Wow, this hand is dysfunctional. We've got 2 of the very few green sources in our deck that we have to use on white, pretty much. Guaranteed. We have double Coco, which is great, but we also have a Thalia and only 2 lands. This could go either way. Well, that was a good draw. Really hope... Well, I think we are guaranteed to be against mono red aggro. We're not against goblins, right? Goblins wouldn't play that. Alright, I'm completely wrong. Goblins will play that. Let's go ahead. Wait, I kind of want to not play this Thalia, because against goblins, it doesn't actually do anything. Oh, it does turn off the 4 mana that ramps you into 7. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that anyway. So we're going to go ahead and play this on white, and... Ah, fuck it, we'll play Thalia. I was really tempted not to, but I think we need to just carve out with as much power as possible. And maybe we just throw Thalia under the bus at something, I don't know. Because this way it pumps up the initiate, you know? Okay, sweet. So we'll go play this on green. And do we just kill the War Chief here? Yeah, I think so. Giving their goblins haste could just mean that we just dead next turn. So I think we kind of have to do that. So they're just going to take 4. So what have they got? They're very heavy on black now. It used to be like a very light splash for black. Oh, they're playing like actual removal as well now. They killed our training dude, what the fuck? Do they really want that treasure token around or something? Glass casket. Guess we could use that, or do we want to play 2 creatures? I kind of want a glass casket this so we don't get Muxus next turn. No, that seems a little bit over the top. We'll play Sentinel and Bodyguard. Bodyguard will be on the Apparition because we want to get it into the red zone and not give them a dude. Okay, sweet. Our Thalia hasn't really slowed us down that much. It meant that we couldn't... Yeah. Well, that's what I was afraid of. Oh no, they've got haste. They didn't hit a Krenko, but they hit Matron, so that should just be game, right? I'm pretty sure that's game. Go get Krenko. The Snoop taps... making like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dudes. They've all got haste, they've all got +1/+1. Yeah, I think if they get Krenko hit, that's game. Oh no, because it puts it into hand. Oh shit. My bad. So it's not game. Now they have to be careful what they attack with here. If it's just 5, we will just take it. Kind of want to just kill him on the crack back, which is not really possible considering... Oh shit, it doesn't have to be goblins attacking. I think it's game over anyway, but I think we're going to take that and try and do something this turn. Okay, what can we do here? So they're going to play Muxus again. These both give haste, right? Yeah. Okay, I don't really know how we win from this point, but I think what we're going to have to do is do some blocking. Thalia will die, then we can Coco, and then hopefully get some dudes in play. And oh, Jesus Christ. That's just game. Like, there is no way we're surviving through that. I think goblins can be quite rough if you don't curve out really well. But yeah, it's one of the best decks in the format, so what do you expect? We're on the draw, we've got some dudes. We'll go ahead and keep. An extra land on by turn 3 would be nice, just for the Lord. But yeah, things look... Oh, sweet. There we go. What do we want to play first? We're against black-red. I think the Sentinel, because then we can curve into Lieutenant, which means if they don't have Fatal Push right now, then we're probably going to draw a card from it. What is our opponent's... Oh, Goblin. Are we just against... Oh, we're against Goblins again? Okay. We'll just play the Lieutenant and swing for 2 here. Pretty much everyone is just playing Goblins at the moment. I don't know why, but everyone seems to be on Goblins. If you want to beat Goblins, just play a deck with Anger of the Gods and Sweltering Suns. And you will just have a breeze. Oh, I kind of want to trade there. No, that's a bad idea. We're not trading there. Okay, sweet. So we'll go ahead here and shock. And do we just play the Banalish? What's the other option? Glass Casket and Initiate? If they have Krenko, then we really don't want it to have haste. Because then that makes, that put them up to like, what, 3 guys, and then that tap makes 6. Yeah, I think we... So we can do that, get rid of the War Chief, play a dude, and then swing for 4. I think we're going to have to do that. I'm just so scared of them curving into Krenko. This way, we've still got a bunch of guys in play. Hopefully, we can hit a land drop and just Coco next turn. Obviously, Banalish Marsh was fine. Or our little legendary. I guess that's fine too. Okay, they've just got another War Chief. In fact, yeah, I forgot that the War Chief also makes them cost 1 less. Which means they could have potentially, if they had a land, they could have played a 6-drop if we didn't get rid of this. And then we could have just lost to Muxus. So I think that was fine to do anyway. What are we doing here? I think we just attack with everything and then see what happens. We will Coco before damage because we can pump our guys. Oh. Do we just want to go double hate on their hand? Or we probably want this Banalish War Marshal in play, right? Look at the opponent's hand. They choose a... so it costs 2 more to cast. And activate abilities cost 2 more. All this one is, it just costs 2 more. But it has flying. They're both humans. I think... I guess we could just pick both and just like really try and hate their hand out. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. Okay, they've got double Skirk, Battlecry Goblin, and a Sling Gang. So this is for the Anointed Peacekeeper. So we definitely want that one to be the one that has the activated abilities that cost more. And now the Spellbinder resolves. Wait a minute. Oh, we should have Anointed Peacekeeper this because it would have made both cost more. That's frustrating. Well, actually no, maybe not, because the card is pretty shit on its own anyway. Okay, well now these aren't bad. They can pretty much draw their deck now, right? Yeah, you sack the War Chief. Oh, I wouldn't have done that. I'm pretty sure if they sacked the War Chief, they would have got a trigger to draw a card and a trigger to exile. Sorry, not a trigger to draw a card and exile. You get one from this, but then it'd make a dude. What are we going to do here? I think we just take 6. That's fine. They're not going to kill us. And I think that should just be enough, right? They've got 2 dudes. They can block the biggest 2 and then take 3, 6. It doesn't matter what we name. I don't think so, but I kind of like having this Peacekeeper in play. And I'm pretty sure that's lethal. What do you got, opponent? That's still lethal. I guess before, so they can do this, then before damage, sack both, get 2 triggers, get 2 mana. I guess you can get even more than that potentially, but nothing's going to interact. Oh shit, it's to any target, okay. Did I just miss lethal because of that? Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, they are going to have to sack their board, so there's no... I don't think there's any way they're coming back at this point, but I guess, strictly speaking, it would have been better to do it that way around. To put the bodyguard on the one in the end, so they couldn't have done that. But that's cool. There's no way they're going to come back from this, right? They can barely cast their spells. They can play this, the Sling Gang? Yeah, Sling Gang Lieutenant. Make some blockers, drain us to gain some life back, but it doesn't matter at that point. Wait a minute. What if they... That's legendary, why are they doing that? Whenever or another goblin you control dies, deals 1 damage to any target, so they could have played that potentially for... And they concede. Okay. I don't really know what they could have done. I think the Goblin deck is probably going to be the deck I want to play next, but it's just so many rares, so I don't know if I'll have enough for it. But yeah, let's go back to the deck. So there you have it, guys. That was the deck. Overall, the deck seems really powerful. What I would say is, depending on what the metagame is shaping up to be, it means that you should probably change your 3-drops quite significantly. If you're going to be playing, if you think there's going to be a lot of blue-red spells and control, I would probably load up more on Thalia. If well, what it looks like is there's not going to be much of that kind of stuff, and it's probably going to be more black-red goblins and mono-green elves. If that's the case, I would rather play loads of brutal Cathars just to get rid of all the big creatures, and probably even some more Skyclave apparitions. So that would be my advice. If you play against like mid-rangey decks, then you will want the Peacekeeper and wherever the other one is, the Spellbinder. But yeah, it just depends on the metagame. I think your 3-drop section is really where the main difference is going to be, depending on the metagame. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more decks in Historic, feel free to subscribe. I am trying to do the series, which is just every single deck in Historic, at least all the top tier ones. So yeah, if there's any suggestions on decks that you really want to see me play sooner rather than later, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I will try and play all the decks, but if you have a suggestion, I will definitely put that to the front of my list. So thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, I would really appreciate a like. Small YouTube content creators do really notice the extra likes on their videos. It really does help us get extra views and reach a wider audience. So thanks for watching, guys, and peace.